weather settling in. I'm certified chief meteorologist Tom Terry. Part of the Arctic blast that moved in over the weekend is still rolling our way through the early morning hours. And overnight tonight, we have a widespread cold with a freeze warning. Near freezing in Metro Orlando, which doesn't happen here very often. So make sure we're protecting our plants, the pets, and prepare for more cold, as we'll have even colder hard freeze conditions in the mid to upper 20s this weekend. And that constitutes a weather alert weekend for us for sure. Here are the freeze warnings for tonight. That's going to be a cold weather or wind chill advisory for Brevard County. Feeling like the 20s for all of us, but the actual temperature, what is important for freezing things, 32, 33, 34, very close to freezing, and a light freeze to moderate freeze out to the west. And these are the highs for Wednesday. Wonderful day, upper 50s to right around 60 degrees, heading into a brutally cold weekend. Let me tell you about the setup for this weekend. It's very rare that we have not only an extensive snowpack to the north, so that's very cold. It doesn't let the next batch of Arctic air warm up as much because it's moving over ice, essentially, coming down toward the south. Plus, we're going to be watching low pressure develop off our coast, so we're going to be pulling down even more cold air than we usually would, and that's also going to create, we think, a pretty good snowstorm along the East Coast this weekend for us. That means record cold, lows in the mid-20s, and record cold going back to 1936, so 90 years. That's going to be Sunday morning, and even Monday morning will set a second record low of 27, second in a row. That one goes back to 1980. Here's your 7-day forecast. Freeze tonight, still cold in the 30s Thursday morning, Friday morning. Then our next strong front gets here Saturday with some rain out ahead of it, then record cold